Good afternoon, friends. This is Aradhna and Raja Sewa bringing to you the HungerMitao program. Along with updates on food insecurity in North Texas area and across the country, we also share with you information on how the Indian American community is unifying to emerge as a big part of the solution in fighting hunger in America.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Fanasia and Neelam Dave, for hosting us during the Community Roundup Hour. Friends, through this show, you will not only get updates on the hunger issue in the USA, but also know all the ways in which each one of us, in the spirit of give where you live, is continuing to make a difference. We can indeed ensure no one around us goes hungry.
You want to learn more about how this volunteer movement is unifying the impact of the Indian American community?
That's a mouthful.
It is. Just visit HungerMitao.org. At this site, you will find information and links to all the activities and locations and chapters of HungerMitao across the USA. And you will also be able to connect with us with ideas, with interest in volunteering, etc.
That's right. Aradhna, we are less than a week away from Thanksgiving. In fact, next week is Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Larger stores have already started to stock Christmas trees, decorations and ornaments, and Black Friday sale started early this year, trying to get the consumers in their stores now that people are getting increasingly comfortable in getting out and moving about. In hindsight, it seems like this year just flew by.
Yeah, and yet what a year it has been. Started out with the overhang of uncertainty due to the virus, offered hope in early spring through vaccines that went from concept to reality in record time.
Yeah.
And finally, here we are with boosters and vaccines available for even kids 5 and older. Thankfully, we have backed into the new norm without even realizing it.
Yes, the new norm, where the pandemic challenges continue in the form of variants of COVID-19, mutating and still out there, and spreading faster than its predecessors. This winter will show us how protected we really are. Friends, through the holidays and time with family and friends, please continue to remain vigilant, and even while we start living the new norm, just be safe.
And also, Raj, we find ourselves living in a very strange time. Suddenly, there's a shortage of everything.
Yeah.
The supply chain disruption has caused a major issue in every industry and has created inflation.
Everything is going to the roof.
It is. And food has now become very expensive. Food banks tell us that their purchased food has become so expensive to secure and procure. And of course, they are very appreciative of food drives that the communities can do to help their food banks.
And on that note, Aradhna, I have great news. Today, on Saturday, November 20th, Sewa Diwali, along with 80 other partner organizations, dharmic organizations, brought in all kinds of food that was donated to the food bank. And guess how much food they collected?
10,000 pounds?
No. It's north of 50,000 pounds. They actually enable 50,000 meals.
Through a food drive?
Through a food drive, massive food drives in every organization got involved, every community got involved, and it is just phenomenal that for Sewa Diwali to bring in so much food that the food bank is currently in need of. Thank you, Sewa Diwali. What an amazing Diwali and Thanksgiving gift this is to people served by North Texas Food Bank. When organizations and associations show such leadership, we can solve any issue. We have several comments from the leaders of Sewa Diwali, Plano Mayor, and Aradhna, the Plano police chief was there, and he actually said that he wants to be on our HungerMitao radio show and one of the future shows.
That's fantastic.
And Senator Matt Shaheen was there. So I was able to get a few of them to come in and speak and give us a live interview. So let me play that right now for our listeners.
That's great.
Good morning. I have our Plano mayor here, and we are so delighted that he's able to join us today for the Diwali Sewa donation of food for the food challenge here in North Texas. Thank you very much, sir, for taking time and coming this morning and watching us in action.
Well, I appreciate so much this generosity of Diwali Sewa team that are giving to the North Texas Food Bank for those that have food insecurity, especially this time of the year where there's so many that are really struggling with food security. So I can't thank you enough for just this participation is overwhelming.
No, thank you so very much, sir. And as a community which calls Plano and United States is home, the Indian American community is ready to jump in action. You let us know how we can be a value-add contributor to make sure that we are helping the needy and rising them out of the doldrums.
You have always been there, available to give back to the community, and once again, you're doing it today, and we can't thank you enough.
Thank you very much, sir. And it is a pleasure and an honor to have you here today, sir. And we hope that this relationship continues to build and goes from strength to strength. And I think today, I believe the Diwali Sewa team, along with the HungerMitao movement. HungerMitao means wipe out hunger. It's an English word and an Indian word combined together. So hunger is hunger, mitao is wipe out. HungerMitao. So today, I believe we are going to be donating roughly 15,000 pounds of food.
That's wonderful.
And just coming closer to Thanksgiving, we really feel humbled and honored that opportunity to help a fellow human being.
Well, the pleasure is all mine for being here, just to see how much food you guys are donating today is so rewarding to me, because of this community is going to benefit from everything that you guys are doing.
Totally, sir. And sir, I will be remiss if I didn't say thank you very much for making Plano a wonderful city. You are an awesome leader, and we continue to look for you for guidance. And as we said, we are always, Sewa means service, so we are here to serve fellow human beings.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here today, and thank you so much for those kind words.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So today we are here at North Texas Food Bank, and a phenomenal organization that shows unity across the Indian community is here. And they have brought in, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, 50,000 meals. So many thousands of pounds. Cars were lined up outside the parking lot. They were queued up. There was a spirit of giving. There was a festive kind of a feeling in this whole process. And we are excited that we have leaders from Sewa Diwali, from HSS, and several other organizations that have made this possible. So let me start out with our good friend, Mr. Mahesh.
Yeah, namaste, Rajji. My name is Mahesh Chamaria, and I am a volunteer with Hindu Swayam Sevak Sangh, based out in Dallas. It's been a privilege to work with 80 plus residential communities, 60 plus dharmic organization, businesses like Costco, pantries like Irving Care, Minis Pantries, Frisco, Family Care, Metro Crest, and many more pantries who are supported wholeheartedly for this Sewa Diwali drive. This is something we started on 5th of October, and the idea was, on the occasion of Diwali, which is the biggest Hindu festival, how do we give back to our community? When we started it with the Sewa International and our new friend, HungerMitao, we never knew where it will reach. We thought that we will be able to garner 15 to 20,000 pounds of food, and it will be a great show for this year. But when everyone came together, we could not imagine the power of coming together. And you know what? We gathered more than 50,000 pounds just today, which is a day one of a meal distribution.
That That brings up a good point. 50,000 pounds, over 50,000 pounds
Yes.
just today. And I believe tomorrow is going to be even bigger.
Tomorrow we are expecting 2.5 times bigger drive, because that's where we will be directly giving it to the end user. So we are expecting around 700 to 800 families collecting the meal from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. from Ekta Temple, and each boxes will be 60 to 80,000 pound. So that's what we are expecting for tomorrow.
Wonderful. Maheshji, this is so amazing. So friends, if you're listening to this show, please clear your calendar. Be there tomorrow between 10 to 1 p.m. and see Sewa Diwali, HSS, and other organizations in action as they pass out 60 to 80 pound boxes to the needy in the area. I also have with me my good friend Sachin with the Sewa organization. Sachin, would you like to add a few things?
Namaste. Namaste Rajji. This is Sachin from Sewa International, Sachin Sugandhi. So definitely, as Mahesh mentioned, this was we started with a very small hope that we will be able to cover a good amount of around 15 to 20,000 pounds. But like entire community came together, all the folks came in, and when we started working together with HungerMitao, definitely it helped to motivate a lot more folks. We reached out to multiple other organizations, and we are hoping to make this a big success this year and definitely repeat this every year, make Diwali as a more popular festival across, not just for the Hindu community, but for everybody, so that everybody is feeling cheerful and joyful and having the good amount of a good meal with the food that we are able to collect and serve to the community.
Wonderful, wonderfully said, Sachin. And going from one Sachin to another Sachin.
Namaste, this is Sachin Chaudhary. I'm a volunteer of Hindu Swayam Sevak Sangh. So Sewa Diwali is just a thought followed by the action, and that is what the reality we are transforming. Basically, we just began last year at a smaller scale, and now this year we are expanding so large with this number of organizations and with this number of communities which are participating. Today itself, we have collected 50,000 pounds of food, and tomorrow we are going to have a more bigger drive where we are going to
Over
100,000 maybe.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
We are going to support 500 plus families tomorrow. So this is an appeal to the entire community. Please do come by at DFW Ekta Mandir between 10 and 1 p.m. There will be a civic leaders who will be grace these occasions, mayors, senators, congressmen, and police chief. They all will be there. This is a request to you all. Please do stop by and see us. That will be a wonderful occasion. Thank you.
Great. And we have one more guest here.
Hello, this is Mahesh Raghu. I'm also a volunteer for Hindu Swayam Sevak Sangh. Sewa Diwali has been a tremendous food drive. It's based on the motto of service to humanity, is service to divinity itself.
And I definitely want your quote.
We always say in HSS, coming together is the beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. And through this Sewa Diwali food drive, I think we have achieved those words, and we really mean it. And we are so happy that we are able to provide hunger relief to so many people. And many thanks to Rajji as well and the HungerMitao organization. And it's been a wonderful experience collaborating with so many organizations as well as different communities across Texas. And last but not the least, Sewa Diwali is a nationwide food drive. It's not only for Texas, it's all over.
Exactly.
So we are going to collaborate with different types of dharmic organizations all across US. And we are going to make it really big.
Exactly.
So I request all of you to join us in this food drive. Let's do HungerMitao together.
There you go. I love
Namaste.
it. Love the spirit. Thank you, Mahesh ji. Thank you, Sachin ji. This is wonderful. I think we have to unify to amplify. And that is how we're going to make our impact felt on the positive side of what a community can do when they come together. Because we hear about social media, we hear about all kinds of issues, etc. in the world. But if we all decide to just take one cause, a basic cause like hunger, I mean, that's the basic necessity. Roti, kapda, makan mein roti pehle aata hai. Right? I mean, kapde ke bina bhi reh sakta hai insan, मकान के बिना भी रह सकता है इंसान, मगर रोटी के बिना नहीं रह सकता है इंसान. So it is so important, and I tell you, that is the Hindu spirit, right? The culture of Annadan, that's part of our DNA. So it is so wonderful to see how all of you, how so many 80-some communities, all the dharmic organizations have come together to show that we care for every human being, regardless of what walk of life. So this is so wonderful. So thank you again, sir, and we look forward to continuing this collaboration at any given point. If we can be a value add to your operation, we are there. We are there for you. So please count on us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
This is incredible indeed, Raj. It takes all of us coming together to achieve things like this. Also, the Metroplex Tamil Academy, through their 6 schools, have also conducted a food and funds drive for North Texas Food Bank. They're coming to drop off their donations this afternoon.
Amazing.
Thank you to the MTA leadership. They're teaching kids the value of compassionate leadership very early.
Friends, next week is Thanksgiving. Time for food, family, and fun. We wish all of you a very happy Thanksgiving. You know, Aradhana, on this occasion of togetherness, I have a song stuck in my mind.
Which one, Raj?
यादों की बारात निकली है आज दिल के द्वारे, दिल के द्वारे. I remember growing up to this song and I loved it. I remember the scenes of Dharmendra and Vijay Arora and what was the other one on guitar? Tariq. It was amazing. And but that's what Yadon Ki Barat, unity, family coming together. So that's the song that stuck in my mind. So if you don't mind, I'm going to play it for our listeners.
Sure.
यादों की बारात निकली है आज दिल के द्वारे, दिल के द्वारे. यादों की बारात निकली है आज दिल के द्वारे, दिल के द्वारे. सपनों की शहनाई बीते दिनों को पुकारे, दिल के द्वारे. ओ छेड़ो तराने मिलन के प्यारे प्यारे संग हमारे. बदले ना अपना ये आलम कभी, जीवन में बिछड़ेंगे ना हम कभी. हो बदले ना अपना ये आलम कभी, जीवन में बिछड़ेंगे ना हम कभी. यूं भी जाओगे आखिर कहाँ हो के हमारे. यादों की बारात निकली है आज दिल के द्वारे, दिल के द्वारे. सपनों की शहनाई बीते दिनों को पुकारे, दिल के द्वारे. आगे भी होगा जो उसका करम, ये दिन तो मनाएंगे हर साल हम. अपने आंगन नाचे गाएंगे चंदा सितारे. यादों की बारात निकली है आज दिल के द्वारे, दिल के द्वारे. सपनों की शहनाई भी तेरे दिलों को पुकारे दिल के द्वारे
Raj, I love the concept of Thanksgiving. It's a time to remember and be grateful for everything we have been blessed with. Health, family and friends, our ability to help those less fortunate. Overall, our hearts are full. I hope you all have a joyful time with your loved ones. And friends, you will be happy to know that a North Texas food bank distribution truck branded HungerMitao is busy this holiday season, helping deliver much needed nutritious food to neighborhoods and partner agencies. This traveling billboard highlights how the Indian American community continues to help North Texas Food Bank improve people's access to nutritious food.
This is simply amazing. And what a proud moment it was on November 6th when the HungerMitao truck was unveiled. So many of our community members were there, smiles all around, and a sense of pride on everyone's face.
That's right.
It was just phenomenal.
Raj, the holiday season started officially with Diwali, and there is a sense of hope as we find ourselves in the midst of the new norm. Our world seems to be coming out of the clutches of the pandemic, and humanity is experiencing the end of darkness.
True, Aradhana. I also think about how a small act of ours can dispel darkness out of the lives of our vulnerable neighbors. We can ensure they do not go hungry. North Texas can enable 3 nutritious meals for $1. Donate $1. Due to this kind of efficiency, every dollar makes a difference. We can also help the food bank get food out to the hungry by volunteering. The North Texas Food Bank is in desperate need of more volunteers.
Our appeal is to all our listeners and individuals and groups. Please connect with us to get a group reservation to volunteer at North Texas Food Bank. Come with your family and friends. It'll be an amazing holiday activity, and you will make the holidays amazing for so many people.
So many blessings. Throughout this festival season, please take the time to collect a few jars of peanut butter or other shelf-stable food to donate to North Texas Food Bank. Reach out to us if your organization wants to organize a food or funds drive. Let's unify to amplify. Let's unify to make this holiday season one where everyone has access to nutritious food. You know you can reach our team through ntfb.org/HungerMitao.
Listeners, as you all know, HungerMitao was launched with this vision in mind, that through engaging in one concerted effort of fighting hunger in America, the Indian American community would engage with their local food banks by volunteering, raising awareness, collecting food, and raising funds for them. And because HungerMitao is a concerted effort of the Indian American community, we can actually tell a story of our united efforts. Like Raj said, let's unify to amplify.
And our collective efforts are creating a buzz. It is very heartwarming and inspiring that the Indian American community is so engaged in helping food banks provide people access to nutritious food. We have become a force, my friends. The collaboration and unification is working, and the results are visible. Listeners, if you have just 1 hour to spare each week and would like to take a more active role in the fight against hunger, come join us. Be a part of the HungerMitao Steering Council for an extremely rewarding experience. You can contact us through ntfb.org/HungerMitao.
And as we close our program today, we thank you all for your generosity, for caring about those around you, for volunteering, for helping organize awareness events, for running food drives, for making donations, for becoming multi-year donors, for helping sponsor the truck, for giving your skills and time, and for giving in kind. And thank you, Fanasia, for becoming the mouthpiece for HungerMitao.
Our mission, friends, is HungerMitao. And HungerMitao is as much about eradicating hunger as it is about unifying the fragmented efforts of our community and focusing it on the humanitarian cause of hunger. Let us come together as the entire Indian American community and show how we engage in any place we call home. We are smart, compassionate change agents who give where we live, so our community benefits from our presence.
Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. And until next week, friends, remember, while we may never be able to eradicate hunger, let us ensure no one goes hungry.
Aradhna, before we say HungerMitao, I actually have a recording of the entire group that came today and gave over 50,000 pounds of food, screaming HungerMitao.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Let's raise the roof. All right? 1, 2, 3. Yes.
La 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 la. यादों की बारात निकली है आज दिल के द्वारे, दिल के द्वारे। सपनों की शहनाई बीते दिनों को पुकारे, दिल के द्वारे। ओ छेड़ो तराने मिलन के, प्यारे प्यारे संग हमारे। तुम भी गाओ ना। यादों की बारात निकली है आज दिल के द्वारे, दिल के द्वारे। सपनों की शहनाई बीते दिलों को पुकारे, दिल के द्वारे। बदले ना अपना ये जीवन में बिछड़ेंगे ना हम कभी। बदले ना अपना ये आलम कभी। ला 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 ला। जीवन में ला 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 बिछड़ेंगे ला 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 ना हम कभी। यूं भी जाओगे आखिर कहाँ होके हमारे। यादों की बारात निकली है आज दिल के द्वारे, दिल के द्वारे। आगे भी होगा जो उसका करम, ये दिन तो मनाएंगे हर साल हम। आगे भी होगा ला 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 उसका करम। ला 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 ला। ये दिन तो मनाएंगे ला 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 हर साल हम। अपने आंगन नाचे गाएंगे चंदा सितारे। यादों की बारात निकली है आज दिल के द्वारे, दिल के द्वारे। ला 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 ला।